If you're like me, we approach the holiday season with a great deal of excitement because our routine changes. We spend more time having fun with family and less time on our to-do list. But then January hits and it feels like a slog to get back on the wagon of productivity. Hi, I'm Dave Edwards, and that's what I discussed recently with David Allen, the author of Getting Things Done: How to Stay Productive Right Through the Holiday Season. So, David Allen, happy holidays. Holidays sneaking up on us. And
Well,
I
who knew? Who knew? Again, not being, having the Netherlands as my adopted country. Santa Claus Day, December 5th, is the holiday here. They
uh,
and I think there are plenty of expats that kind of do Thanksgiving, so you see a turkey or two around, but
there you go. Well,
otherwise,
I hope Santa Claus is good to you. Let's put it like that.
no,
You
he
know,
only throws candy out to the kids.
okay, all right. So, as we get into the holiday season, I think a lot of people get so busy that their productivity systems start to fail. And I absolutely love the quote. It's burned into my head. I heard you say once that the worst thing you can do is to over design your system on a rainy Saturday, because then when crisis hits, it all falls apart. But any suggestions for keeping your system running during the busy holiday season?
Why would you not keep your system running no matter what? I'm going to get old and cranky here. You know, um, uh, most people are not at the fourth stage of adopting a habit, which is unconscious competence, which is you just do it because you just do it. You don't have to think about the system. You don't have to think about the process. First of all, there's unconscious incompetence. You don't even know what you don't know and don't even know that you should care about what you don't know. Then there's conscious incompetence. Okay, now I know there's a GTD thing, but I don't know that I know how to do it. Oh yeah, I read the book. I saw this thing. And then there's uh, conscious uh, competence. I can do it. I know I've done it. I can do it, right? But you still have to focus on the process. You still have to focus on doing GTD. Then unconscious competence is when, like me, I don't even think about it. I mean, I just do it. Why would you not do it? Why would you, when life gets busier, that's all the more reason to be doing it. So,
Well, I
you
think we
know,
just get there's so many distractions in our lives, and I think that just is multiplied during the holiday season.
yeah, probably. Well, or certainly multiple inputs and new things to think about and new things to do, et cetera. But the whole idea of dealing with all of your, as I say, there are no interruptions; they're just mismanaged inputs. So all those inputs, should you be getting them? Yes or no? If yes, then hey, new input. You know, recalibrate my life and my world based on the new input. The
Right.
problem is people get new input, but they don't drop other stuff off. So, it just keeps filling up, filling up, filling up, filling up. Organizationally, when organizations experience change, it always creates new projects. But what the organizations seldom do is then renegotiate the old ones that need to get dropped off or moved to someday maybe. So that's why people are getting burned out. Because again, the speed of change is speeding up. That just is that way. And so that just makes it that much more of a necessity, to do this stuff. As you know, I'm writing the book about teams and GTD, and one of our chapters is about hybrid working. But hybrid working is nothing new to any salesperson or any consultant. They've always had to work from wherever they were, whether that was a coffee shop or home or whatever. And they would be mistrusted if they spent any time in the office. They should be out hustling and selling and delivering, right? So salespeople and consultants didn't have to make any change given the pandemic and all that. A lot of other people though had to, and so that means they needed to get a bigger and better grip on how they manage themselves. So,
So flexibility is part of that too, right? I mean,
oh sure,
yeah.
totally. That's huge. Is the ability to be able to integrate new data, recalibrate the current or past inventory of your stuff, renegotiate the ones that still should be done and which ones should not be done now. and the flexibility to be able to do that. That's why, that's why GTD is really designed for surprise. I mean, it's designed to be the thing that you pull out of your whatever you pull it out from and use it. If I totally got surprised, suddenly this world changed even more than the pandemic did, and whatever, I just make sure I got a tabletop desk and an end basket and pencil and paper and keep going. Just go on from there.
Yeah. You just said something a little while ago, which just wow, just blew my mind because it's such a truism that you don't think about, and that is that it's it's relatively easy to take a look at our lists and move things out of someday maybe to our action list. But for some reason, psychologically, I don't know, for me, it's just hard to take a look at my active list and move things back to someday maybe. I feel like once it's there, it's like my commitment.
Well, you might not need to move them someday. Maybe you just need to go negotiate with yourself. Okay, you're not doing that right now. You're doing something else.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, so what? I don't think I've ever ordered everything on a menu. Right. I just pick and choose whatever I feel like picking and choosing, and kind of nice. The menu has a lot of options for me. So just when you think about your list that, it's just a list of options. It's a menu of options that you can only pick one at a time anyway, to be consciously, put your attention on. So just getting comfortable with that. I don't. It's hard to say anything other than that, Dave, because that kind of is the way it is.
David Allen is, of course, the author of Getting Things Done. More with David coming up in future weeks. In fact, we'll be talking about all of the different elements of the GTD system, including the weekly review and how you decide what to do next. Don't miss any of our segments. Subscribe below and hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And I hope you do. I'm Dave Edwards.